going on? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had hit the opera on you niggas. See, this is why I support the NIL deals, and this is why I support the transfer portals. I've been saying for years, I've been saying I'm happy for it because you know why? Because John Calipari is one of the reasons. He's stepping down from Kentucky. Word around the campfire allegedly that they might be getting hit with some investigations. Where does that sound familiar? Oh, he always has it everywhere he leaves. He leaves right in the nick of time. And now word has it that he might be taking the Arkansas job. But y'all want to tell these young players they need to be loyal. Y'all want to tell these young players y'all can't do the transfer portal. No, you can't. Blasphemous, buffoonery, right? That's what y'all was calling it. Y'all was saying blasphemous, all it is. Y'all were blasting the players. It's like, what are we doing here? Right? Is this what we doing here? Is that what we doing here? So we curse the players out, right? We talk bad about the players, right? Why? Because it's about control. You see, the NCAA is full of crooks, one of the most dirtiest organizations in the world. Next to FIFA, next to basketball, baseball, football, all of this stuff. But now when a coach gets up and leave and now he has a job to go to Arkansas, you know, it's fine with that. And all this is allegedly. But these are what reports are saying, which is true. I believe it's true, but we'll see. And then he's going to give a BS speech. Well, I think Kentucky needs a guy with a new voice. No, you keep losing. And everybody's looking like, dude, you keep bringing in all this talent, but you're not winning. I mean, we could have told you that. We told you a long time ago about John Calipari. He's a great recruiter. Can get the talent there. And now that the NIL deals are in effect, he's not going to be able to get what he wants to go to Kentucky because all those guys are going to be able to go other places. You got people who will come for a couple years or maybe a year. Oh, you're not going to let me play? I'll just go over here. And I can stay at the same level. I don't have to go, I don't have to drop down. I don't have to drop down a notch. Because see, back in the day, you had to, like if you dropped down, like if you went to, man, go, man, dang. If you go to a school that was basically the same level, like let's say you left Florida and then you wanted to go to Miami or Florida State, you would have had to sit a year. But now you ain't got to sit. So it's like whatever. But see, people are upset because they're just picking players here and there. And you got some people saying it's a bad idea. Why? These players earned the right to make money before they go to the NFL. They turn 18, you send them to war. They turn 18, why they can't make no money? You got some getting a deal signed in high school. Hell, some in Little League. And Little League guys are getting deals. So when they hit a certain age, that money kick in. So John Calipari just reminded me of why I'm for the NIL deals. He's the reason for it. He had 10 years, I believe. I think he was, I forgot what year he was in, but I think he had a 10-year contract for like 100-some mil or whatever. Or 80 mil, something crazy like that. Now, to me, what should happen is if you didn't finish out your contract and you retire or you step down and then you go somewhere else, to me, you are obligated to not be able to go anywhere else. You have to finish out that contract. Because these head coaches get too much power. They're allowed to keep jumping around. Jim Harbaugh bolted for the NFL because he already knows what's coming. He was like, oh, I'm out of here. Now, the players who are there, of course, they have an option to leave. But that's not the point. The point is, when are we going to hold these coaches accountable for jumping from school to school? But when it comes to the players are getting ridiculed. Oh, the NIL is messing up college football. All this crap, right? Y'all blasted Coach Prime, right? Y'all blasted him, right? But I bet you ain't gonna be nobody blasting John Calipari, right? When he has a history of doing this. He has a history. You know? He did this all the time. Right? Did this all the time. It's a trip. They pick and choose who to blast. They pick and choose who to praise. These NIL deals are another thing to show you that these players should have their control over their destiny. Because these punk-ass coaches, what they do is they love to jump ship when things aren't going their way. Now, they've already had an investigation in Kentucky, I think back in 2017 or 18. So it wouldn't surprise me if they reopen that. And to me, Kentucky should have asked for some of that money back. Because if you're gonna sign to that big of a contract, if it's a player, then they're gonna crucify the player for not doing or living out that contract. But when it comes to Calipari and all these other coaches, it's okay. We got to start holding these coaches accountable. You can't 1 minute say the kids need to do this and then the coaches are doing this. And I'm talking to the AD. All you ADs and presidents out there. Y'all should hold somebody accountable for their contract. Especially if you get hit with sanctions. Now, if they don't get hit with sanctions, then cool. Let it be. But you need to give the same energy to him that you gave to Coach Prime, that you gave to all these other players who have been transferring. That's ridiculous how they're able to tear and slander certain people, but then they let other people go off the hook. Excuse me. I never liked the John Calipari. To me, he's a con artist. That's how I look at him, as a freaking con artist. So, you know. Know how I go. Now on the Patreon, we got a lot of stuff on there. I dropped a lot of stuff yesterday. Or this morning. This morning I dropped a lot of stuff. So the Patreon should be good for the day in the next few days. I dropped a lot of stuff. Some great information. Like I said, if you want to be a part of the Patreon, it's only $3 a month. That's it. $3 a month. Also, if you want to super chat, you can super chat while this video is premiering, or we're live. You know, you guys can super chat, or if you come late and you watch the video again, you guys can leave a super thanks. You guys can also Cash App me. You know, I got the Cash App link in the description box, and it'll be in the comment section. You guys can also find me on Zelle. That'll be in the description box on how to find me on Zelle. You know. And make sure you like this video. Make sure you like. Hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe. Share this video to everybody so people can see the hypocrisy that college continues to do. I got something else to talk about. Later on. Thank you guys, man, for coming by for the video yesterday. When we had to talk about the disrespect of the players for these punk ass 23s. Everybody tired of these 23s. All they talk about is this guy, that guy. Back in the day, it's like, dog, I don't care. Like, let's talk about other people besides them two. So, you know. But yeah, that's all I got, man. But John Calipari, man, has always been a scumbag. Always found a way to weasel his way out of stuff. Dude be signing these massive deals. Then all of a sudden, when he loses a lot or things ain't going his way, he loves to pull out and be gone. I would say he's like Urban Meyer, but no, Urban Meyer wins in college. Urban Meyer wins. He doesn't. He chokes. All the time. So that's all I got, man. Thank you guys for coming by and showing love. Shout out to Carcino for Life. Shout out to Jose Rodriguez and Jag Sports. Shout out to Scrub Zero. Shout out to Who Did It This Time. Shout out to Lobo, L0B0 bitch. Shout out to Leaf Diggy. Shout out to One True Emperor. Man, One True Emperor. Oh yeah, MDT Sports. Shout out to him. Shout out to Kingdom Cast with C-Pen. Shout out to Detroit Hollywood T. Shout out to LB So Wavy. Shout out to Outlaw. Shout out to A-Dub. Shout out to JP. Shout out to Justin Warner. Felton Moore. Everyday Gaming 98. Chris C. Shout out to everybody, man. If I missed you, I'll make sure to catch you on the next episode. I'm out. Deezy.